We've all seen the headlines. A company goes bust, and everyone starts asking the same question: what about the customers? It's a fear that sits in the back of your mind, especially when you've handed over your hard-earned cash to a digital platform. You see the logo, you trust the tech, but what happens if the company behind it all just disappears? Today, we're talking about one of the most popular robo-advisors in Asia, StashAway. And we're tackling the elephant in the room head-on. Not just about what could happen, but what is designed to happen to your money if StashAway were ever to go bust. This isn't a doomsday prediction, it's a crucial lesson in understanding how your money is protected in the modern financial world. The first and most critical thing to understand is the concept of asset segregation. Think of it like this: StashAway the company and StashAway your money are two completely separate entities. They are not commingled. StashAway is legally and physically prohibited from using your money to pay for their office rent, their employee salaries, or any other operational costs. Your funds are held in a segregated account, separate from the company's own finances. So, where is your money held? It's with a custodian bank. StashAway works with reputable institutions like DBS Bank, Saxo Capital Markets, and Lion Global. When you transfer money into your StashAway account, it's immediately moved to a custodian account. When you buy a portfolio of ETFs, those securities are held by the custodian on your behalf. This is a fundamental security layer. If StashAway were to fail, its creditors cannot touch your assets. The money and the securities you own are not theirs to begin with. This entire structure is overseen by strict regulatory bodies, such as the Monetary Authority of Singapore, or MAS. StashAway holds a capital market services license for retail fund management. This isn't a small detail, it's a huge deal. It means they are held to the highest standards of compliance, auditing, and reporting. The regulators ensure that the client money and assets are properly segregated and protected at all times. So, in an insolvency event, the MAS and the appointed liquidator would step in to oversee the process of returning your assets to you. What does that process look like? The liquidator would work with the custodian banks to ensure that your assets are either transferred to another investment platform or liquidated and returned to you in cash. The investments themselves, the ETFs and other securities, still belong to you. The process would take some time, perhaps a few months, as the accounts are properly reconciled and the transfers are arranged. There might be some impact on your liquidity during this period, but the key takeaway is that your capital is not lost. It's also worth noting that in some jurisdictions, there are additional layers of protection. For instance, in some places, investor protection funds exist to compensate investors in the unlikely event that a firm goes bust and there's a shortfall in client assets due to fraud or misconduct. While asset segregation is the primary safeguard, these schemes provide an extra layer of comfort. The bottom line is that the safety of your money with a regulated financial technology company like StashAway isn't built on faith. It's built on a robust, multi-layered framework of legal requirements, regulatory oversight, and physical asset segregation with custodian banks. This is the new standard of financial security, designed to protect you even when the company itself faces a crisis. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.